I stumbled upon it. I had never heard about it, never seen it anywhere. I was cruising the internet looking, at the time I was doing paper toll, I was looking for different images that I might use for that. And I came across a picture and it looked enticing. And so I searched around until I found more. And then I was able to find some information on what it was actually called. And there's a lot more on the internet right now, but 6 years ago when I started, there wasn't a whole lot. But I did come across a site that showed how you started. So it was a simple strip of paper and a very simple tool, and then a handful of basic shapes. And so that's how I found it, just by pure accident. I love to find new things and try new things. So of course it had instant appeal to me. Plus at the time, I go away for the winter, so I was teaching down south already in my park. And I thought, well, this would be a super project for trying down there because the simplicity of it. Anybody can start it, anyone can do it. There's no limit. There's no big learning curve. A couple of hours and you're in business and you can start creating a piece. So I found it I had 3 months before I was going away for the winter. In that time, I played with the different shapes. I created a couple of small projects. And I thought, hey, I'm good to go. I'm taking this down south and I'm going to teach the girls down there how to do it. And that's what we did. So my first group of friends that came out, we kind of worked together, each learning it. I knew the basics, and so we just learned from there, and we played around with the different shapes and whatnot. And in our first year, we each created pieces of work that we showed off. So it was that simple. I love the whole thing. Simple, super simple, not expensive. That's huge for me because so many crafts require a lot of tools, require a lot of expense, and quilling does not. You can start with a simple quilling tool and a strip of paper and some glue, and you can work from that without anything else. There are little tools that are available for quilling that you can purchase, but you certainly don't need them to start or do any project. So that appeals to me, the fact that anyone can learn it, the fact that it's not going to break the bank, and the versatility from simple to complex. It's wherever you want to let your brain go with it. That's the great part. You're not limited to, oh, this is all I can do. Now I need to look for something more challenging over here. There's lots of challenge in quilling if you want to be challenged. Paper quilling, you don't have to be an artist. You don't have to know anything, really. I'm not the best when it comes to colors and shapes and drawing or anything like that. I can't start from there, but you don't have to. So initially when I started, I found a very simple picture of a quilled piece of work. And I created the shapes that I could see in that picture, and then I worked on top of the picture. So all quilling starts on a bulletin board, a piece of a pattern and a piece of wax paper on top. So you're looking at your pattern, you're creating your shapes on top of it, and then you're transferring it to where you want to go. So you have no skill, no artistic anything, no problem. Find a picture, a simple picture, a drawing, even a picture, a printed picture of a bird. It doesn't matter what it is. You can work on top of it. you're looking for a shape. You're, I have a bird. Here's my bird. In this bird, there is a beige and white chest. There is a gray feather on the wings. There is a black feather through the head. So there's your colors. Your colors are there. You know exactly what you need for colors. Now it's just a matter of taking a shape and deciding, does this shape fit this curvature or this line in that picture? And you're just sandwiching all those shapes into that space. So you don't need to know anything, really. You're just going to take the color that you see in the picture and pull the color on the paper and match them together. The shapes come, there's 15 different shapes, so it all depends on the space. If I'm doing a wing, I might choose a shape that is more elongated. If I'm doing a chest, I might then choose a shape that's more rounded, so I get that round effect through the chest. So it's just a matter of playing with how that fits in to your picture space. And generally, if you're doing something simple, you may outline that a bit with a strip of paper. Then you're filling in the space inside that outline. So there's a lot of different ways of doing it, but you certainly don't need to be an artist or know how to paint or draw or anything to do a piece of quilling.